traveler, and the traveler is teaching them to, start Thursday night and then Friday, Juma, then going to play Saturday, but Sunday back at work before at the body. Then we're going to get a chance to recover. So I told him, but things been happening. I'm sure you've been following what's been going on in the news. And what I want to do tonight, inshallah, some of you may recall, we did a piece right here. Last week, that Saturday, at Columbia University in New York, we had a conference. There was a conference on the best way to respond to. Well, the conference was planned before it happened. Excuse me. But once it happened, it all figured right in. So, how are we going to respond to this serious situation involving not us directly yet, it's Muslims or immigrant Muslims. Now, it's a long way to best before they make something against us. So, what we're going to do tonight, we have been trying to prepare ourselves most of the time for many, many years. Many years we've been trying to get us to understand that there will be a movement to try to make it seem that Islam is un-American. And take that one at a time. Now, before I do this, next question. How many of you are American citizens?
We should be, y'all.
Are you American?
We should be.
Okay, on what basis? By birth, okay. Okay, now, but how many of you are conscious American citizens? Do you know under what document your citizenship is established? Constitution. Okay, does anyone here know the opening of the Constitution? First of all, anybody know what it's called?
Preamble.
Preamble. We hold these truths to be self-evidence.
Right.
And how does it go?
To be self.
No,
That's the
that's
first.
the preamble. That's the
That's Declaration of
Declaration.
Independence.
Okay, right.
Right? And Muslims of America, Muslim America, you should have one of these. You have one of these at all times. And more importantly than have it, you know, at least the critical points. All right, we're talking about tonight, just tonight, our current elected president is talking about changing this. All right? But there are those in the U.S., in the president leadership wants to try to establish a religion, Christianity. Then at today's prayer breakfast, the president mentioned the fact that he wants to change things. You know, he always talking, he losing things. But you can see the people putting around him have a total disdain for Islam. And we're obligated to last week my daughter, she gave an address, a group called NAMA, National Association of Muslim Lawyers of Columbia. So she asked me, says, what did I just say? I said, well, you know, we are Muslim American, means that our patriotic spirit is guided by the Quran. And so we have to first know our religion so we can identify what parts of the language in the Constitution we can identify with. If we can't identify with everything, it has things there about 3/5 of the land, state, and all kinds of stuff like that. I said, but the critical links, we'll be able to do this. And so she used that in her presentation. These are the lawyers, Muslim lawyers from all over the country. You know, everybody's on hyped up last week. And alhamdulillah, she next to the last of the last. And so, what we gave her, the women didn't give her not some people. Can't see that. And I don't want the extra back. The extra, you know, you're gonna keep it. I say the extra, you got. Because the extra, send them to. All right. Now, this is a part of a larger work that you recall that we did back then. We shared with you anyway.
You want to erase it?
This is the preamble to the Constitution of the United States of America, and I want us to know. Not just I want you to know this, because the reason why we're able to get the ACLU and other lawyers to come and join our fight. This is what you've been studying for. This is now the battle in the sky. Right? And we here, by Allah's grace, whether we know it or not, whether we're conscious or not, have been preparing ourselves to come forward now and articulate the Islamic position, because the immigrants are running scared. Our brothers and sisters, they running scared. Because they know that many of them come from countries that, if they're not on the list, to be put on the list. So the only one that can speak with a truly human voice and a full voice is us. But now, so what you have before you is the preamble of the United States Constitution, along with supporting ayat from the Quran. Because we have been fighting this battle on two different fronts. One with those who say that Islam is not a legitimate religion, and one who say that, well, astaghfirullah, brother, you know, we Muslim, no. Both of them are equally wrong. Both of them are equally wrong, and one of the cookbooks I'm planning for the next one is Muslims in America actually fulfilling the promise of Allah. What you see in America is the coming of that community that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordained to be an example for people. And it won't just be people out of label Muslims, be people. So if you think about this, the first thing in the Constitution is we the people. As I told some people before, is there an adjective that describes people in that list? Is it we the white people? Are we the black people? Are we the red people? Are we the young people? Does it? No. So we the people. All right? Well, the ayat that I've got now you should have your Quran now, because this is the Quran. What you have here, we the people of the United States. All right? Now, I take from the Quran, Surah 49, ayat 13. Who's your ayat? 13. Well, Allah says, O mankind, that can easily be O people. We created you from a single pair of male and female made with the nation tribe, that you would know each other, not be despised, because you have the truth. Verily, the most honorable you in sight of Allah is the one he and most righteous of you. And Allah has full knowledge and is well acquainted with all people. This language is we the people. All right? That means that if you think about it, let me go back. Any group anywhere in the world can say, we the people. Any group can say that. You can take it of the United States, you can take that out. We the people of Mexico. We the people of Spain. We the people of Africa. We the people, the humanity. All right? Now, can they find an agreement in this language that is the preamble? Now if you got your Quran, you should be marking out those pages, those ayats. Because this is you need to know this, brothers. Because when the argument comes up, and it'll come up, you know, you Muslims not even American. Right? If you haven't heard it already, sister told me today they were at a mass. Sister Rahima, I thought she'd be here tonight. I was here for Asa. He said they were going to the masjid on Front Street. I think is one of the masjids, immigrant community. And they just crossing the street. People came up to the house and said, go back to your own country. Right, because then they saw them going to make Selassie said he was going to pray in the middle of the day. And I told him, we had to laugh. I said, but no, it's becoming serious like that. I said, and we will be confronted. Not only will we be confronted, some of you didn't get a chance to tell them about the mission you had to go to the Jewish community. Inshallah, at the same time, we should share that with them. We are being invited to come and speak to some very powerful audiences. Try to find, because people know, those who study the movement of history know that they can't stop the rise of Islam. The question is, what type? That's why they call it radical Islam. And think about it. I wouldn't personally want some of the people who call themselves Muslims to be my leaders either.
No, I wouldn't.
Because they're not balanced enough in their common humanity. You look for leaders who have a balance in their common humanity where they can respect the differences that Allah places among human beings. So anyway, but this term, we the people, is a very powerful term because it does not establish a racial group for the United States. This is what we have to emphasize this. We talk to people. There's no racial group that the Constitution speaks to. It speaks to the common humanity, and we as Muslims keep this in mind. Our patriotism, I say again, is guided by our Qur'anic understanding. We're not just patriots. We're not just some blind rah 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 American. No, we can intellectually, sober-mindedly look at what's in the Constitution, the sacred documents of America. And this is what we've been doing for the last 25 years or so. Trying to get us to come down to Independence Mall and get out of that blackism, that Muslimism that limits us from claiming our sacred identity as human beings, birthed from this earth, and we claim our humanity on the basis of our humanity. Claim our Americanism on the basis of our humanity. I said, a lot of them tell you that Muslims, they get upset because they want to be the Muslim versus the Catholic. And so some Muslims have more kafir by behavior than those who say, let's take this past weekend. Who was at the airport in numbers protesting against the banning of Muslims coming to America? There wasn't that many Muslims there.
No.
There wasn't that many Muslims at all.
That's right.
All right? Because the thing that has gotten us is apathy and false piety. Right? We're very apathetic about other people's needs and superficially pious that we somehow have arrived at gender because we make salat. But no, there's more than that, brothers and sisters. This is a battle for the soul of humanity. So this term, we the people, we find support for that concept in the Quran, Surah Hujurat, verse 13. You know this. All right? In order to form a more perfect, and this is the question. Who are those people? Because they're not saying that it's perfect. They're saying to form a more perfect. They want to get better. Well, Allah tells us, and I'm trying to keep this short because I want to be done by, let me see. In order to form a more perfect union, there are two ayahs that I pointed out. Both in Surah Ali Imran. One reads as, let there arise of you a band of people. Now this actually word is ummah. Minkum ummatun yad'u ila khayru. All right? Let there arise out of you a band of people. We'll go back. It's interesting because the word people is here. All right? Invited to all that is good, the common good, all that is khayru. Khayru means the common good. I'll say again, brothers and sisters, anytime somebody tell you that Thomas Jefferson had a Quran, Thomas Jefferson read that Quran, the other John Adams, other formers of the Constitution were students. I mean, and what's my proof? Because I'm tracing the language of the Quran in the document they put before me.
Right.
Now they can say, well, no, we didn't. But how is it I can find for every phrase in the preamble an ayah that addresses that
In the Quran,
in the Quran.
1439 years ago.
That was the 1,000 years or so before the Constitution. See, this is what we got to understand is that our job, believe it or not, we got to become those who protect the Constitution.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we see its sacredness
Right.
in line with our religious ideas. See, they may not be able to find verses from the Bible that supports these concepts, but we can clearly find verses from the Quran. And I want you to study them. If you don't agree, then show them what you know. Show them what you got. Because I say the same thing to the leaders of the Christian faith and then the American